has a degree in clinical psychiatry, a total clown for a significant other, and carries around a giant hammer? Well, if you said my high school girlfriend Stephanie, then first of all, rude. Second of all, please don't tell her where I live. I am, of course, talking about Harley Quinn, DC Comics' off-kilter anti-hero / sidekick to the clown prince of crime himself, the Joker. The delightfully deranged Ms. Quinn is making her way to the big screen as portrayed by Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad, which opens on August 5th, and she may even be getting her own spin-off movie to boot. But who is Harley Quinn? Where did she come from? Why does she want to jump the Joker's bones? Well, today on the Dan Cave, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn first appeared in the 1992 episode of Batman the Animated Series entitled Joker's Favor. Created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, Harley was modeled after Days of Our Lives star Arlene Sorkin, a college friend of Dini's who appeared in a dream sequence on the show wearing a jester's costume. But the similarities didn't end there. Dini actually imbued elements of Sorkin's personality into the character as well, and she even went on to become the voice of the character that she inspired.
Oh, they wouldn't let me go straight. Society is to blame.
Now, in her first appearances, Harley was essentially just the Joker's sidekick, a sort of loony, hopelessly devoted lackey that seemed unaware that her boss man / crush was actually a psychopathic murderer, and that he had little to no interest in her apart from emotionally manipulating her to do his bidding. You know, it's kind of like how that mustachioed Pringles guy calls you a mouth coward for only eating just one Pringle, even though he doesn't give a about your sodium intake. What's the deal, mustache man? What's the deal? Harley finally took on 3 dimensions as a character in the 1994 graphic novel Mad Love, written and illustrated by Dini and Timm. Before she was Harley Quinn, she was Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a psychiatric intern at Arkham Asylum, which is gonna be like the worst place to have an internship considering its abysmal breakout record. It's like every other day. While interning at the asylum, the young doctor became intensely fascinated with one inmate in particular, the Joker. Quinzel, perhaps foolishly, volunteered to analyze the Joker, and he wound up winning her over during their sessions with tragic stories about his childhood trauma at the hands of an alcoholic father. Now, Harleen did what any one of us who's head over heels in love would do. She decided the only way to win the affections of her heart's desire was to murder Batman by feeding him to a school of piranhas. You know, that old chestnut. That old trying to murder an eccentric billionaire with exotic fish, notice me senpai, notice me, chestnut. Except senpai did notice Harley, and not in the way that she wanted. Furious that she would try to kill his arch nemesis, the Joker pushed her out a window like so many Bran Starks and left her for dead. Heartbroken and now an inmate of Arkham Asylum herself, Harley decided she wanted nothing more to do with the Joker. Until she found flowers in her cell with a get well soon card from old Jokey Pie, because honestly guys, it's the little things. In a 2012 issue of Suicide Squad, they expanded on Harley's background further, revealing that Joker had taken Harleen to the Ace Chemical Processing Plant, the very same factory that turned him into the Joker in the first place. And why did he take her there? To celebrate her birthday, of course. Unfortunately, what the Joker meant is that he was going to give her a new birthday by dousing her in horrible chemicals and transforming her into another clown-faced monster like himself. This time, though, Harleen wasn't having it. But the Joker, being the paragon of chivalry and consent that he is, threw her into a freaking vat of chemicals. Much like the Joker, Harleen survived, but she was a shell of her former self with no real grasp on reality. The Joker then dubbed her Harley Quinn, and she arose like a terrifying, emotionally and physically abused phoenix, leapt into Joker's arms and planted one right on his lips. Wow, sounds like a real, healthy relationship you guys got there. Jesus. Over the years, Harley has actually managed to transcend her role as Joker's wacky sidekick into that of a leading lady in her own right. As part of the Gotham City Siren, she teamed up with Poison Ivy and Catwoman as sort of a mildly evil version of the Three Musketeers. After murdering a prosecutor that put her puddin' behind bars, Harley found herself as the newest member of the Suicide Squad, where she quickly became a valuable asset to the team. Now, Harley may not have superpowers, but her past as a gymnast and her experience painting the town purple with the Joker made her a skilled hand-to-hand combatant and gave her a deranged mental state that made her willing to do some seriously dangerous stuff, perfect for the Suicide Squad. Later, in her solo series, Harley actually became something of an anti-hero, distancing herself from the Gotham City heroes and villains. She took over an apartment building on Coney Island, she joined a roller derby team, she fought crime with an amnesiac power girl, and she even resumed her psychiatric practice because, hey, when life hands you lemons, then throws you into a vat of chemicals and a life of crime, you make lemonade. And you join a roller derby team. Or whatever Grandma used to say. I don't know. I was busy reading comics. So what can we expect from Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movie? Well, it's definitely going to be a combination of mad love and her revamped origins from the New 52 Suicide Squad series. And considering how prominently she's been featured in the marketing, I would expect Harley and her trusty baseball bat to be a major part in hopefully making this film a home run. Now, as for a solo film, those are still just reports, but fingers crossed we'll get Margot Robbie in a crime-fighting rollerblade Coney Island and caper flick, because honestly, isn't that what we really want from the DCEU? I mean, come on. And that, my friends, is Harley Quinn in a nutshell. What are your favorite Harley Quinn stories? What do you hope to see from a Harley Quinn solo movie? Let me know in the comments below and give me a totally insane thumbs up while you're there. And be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss next week's show when we talk about the story of a ragtag group of rebels that infiltrate a lavish French nightclub to steal a script for their show, Nicole Kidman's heart, and a galaxy-threatening superweapon in Mulan Rogue One. Until next time, keep on digging. All right, let's open up the old mailbag, shall we? @SnackPack asks, can Suicide Squad be the top-grossing film of the year? Score numbers are impressive. Well, anything is possible, but I think it's unlikely because movies like Civil War, The Jungle Book, and Zootopia have all made so much money worldwide already, and with Rogue One still on the way, I think that 2016 definitely belongs to Disney. @Cerulean Rose asks, have you ever been tempted to cosplay or been told you would make a great blank? Well, actually, I have cosplayed a couple times before, back at Anime Boston in 2005 and 2006, where I was Nicholas D. Wolfwood from Trigun and Hitaka Kakashi from Naruto, respectively. Now, I really enjoy cosplay, but I have neither the time nor the skill set to do it, so I just wear this spooky white ghost costume all year instead. Boo! @Dan the Man asks, most anticipated game coming out this year? Ooh, good question. You know, it's hard to say, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Civilization 6 because that is the single most addictive franchise of all time, and I must take sweet, sweet revenge on Gandhi for bombing my people into a fine red mist. But tell me, what's your most anticipated game in 2016? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.